All right, in this section, we are going to dive into uploading and processing videos. And this is going to be quite an interesting section because file uploads is one of the things that people struggle with very often, especially when you're dealing with large files like videos. But in our case, we are not only going to be uploading videos, but we are going to be processing them, okay? So converting them from one format to the other to be able to stream them online, okay? So I want to just go quickly through the architecture for how things will work as far as video processing goes here. We are going to allow users in the front end to upload videos and would allow them to upload videos of large sizes. In this case, I've just said 100 megabytes, but the process that we implement, you can actually use it to handle gigabytes of video uploads, okay? Once a user selects a video to upload, we are going to do what we call chunk uploading, which means that the file will be broken down into tiny little pieces and sent to the server in chunks. So we will not allow the user to sit there and wait for 100 megabytes of data to be uploaded at once. We will break it down into tiny little pieces and then we'll send server requests to the server with that information, each containing a tiny piece of the video, and that will be uploaded to the server, okay? Once that gets to the controller, each chunk gets to the controller, they will be saved in a local storage in a file system. We'll just name it chunks. And those chunks will be uploaded one after the other. And when all the chunks have come in, when all of the data has been uploaded in tiny little pieces, we will combine them into a single upload file. And this is a challenging part, okay? The challenging part is getting the little pieces of data uploaded and combining them in the back end without corrupting the files. So we'll combine them here and then we'll send it back to the controller as a single file that was uploaded. So the advantage of doing things like this is that the upload process is crazy fast. You can break down 10 gigabytes of data, send them in chunks, and that gets uploaded to the server in very little time, in less than a minute. But that's something you cannot achieve if you were to upload that single file to the server as is. So we will be using chunk uploads to handle data uploads. Now, the downside of it is that you will have so many requests made to your server because each chunk is going to be sent in a separate request to the server. So if this 100 megabytes of video was broken down into 100 different pieces of 1 megabyte each, then you're looking at 100 different queries or 100 different requests being made to the server to load the data. But that is not much of a problem. I mean, you can actually control the size of the chunks in the front end to reduce how many files get uploaded or how many requests you're getting in the back end. So the advantage of doing uploads in chunks outweighs the disadvantage of sending many requests, okay? Now, once we get the chunks, they're uploaded, they become available in our controller like a regular uploaded file in Laravel, a single chunk file uploaded in Laravel. And what we are going to do with that is we're going to save the data we are going to create a video record, because remember that if we have a lecture that is a video, we need to create a separate model and record the video in that model. So we are going to create a database record for that video and link it to the lecture. But at the same time, we want to convert that video to a format that we can stream online. And for this course, I've chosen to go with the HTTP live streaming format because, well, it is one of the most popular formats that people use these days, especially because we access videos a lot on mobile devices. And using HTTP live streaming allows people to stream things on mobile devices in a much easier fashion. So I will be converting the videos into HTTP live streaming format. And to do that, I'll kickstart a job. Once the video has been uploaded and a record created in the database, I'll kickstart a job which will run in the background, which means the user doesn't have to sit and wait for their video to be processed. They can just go on and create more content for their course while we are processing the video in the back end. And so I'm going to kickstart a job that handles the video processing. And once the video has been converted, processed in the formats that we want, in the resolutions that we want, then we will upload the videos to a cloud storage. In this case, I've chosen to host my videos on DigitalOcean Spaces, which works very much like Amazon S3. In fact, the DigitalOcean Spaces uses the same API as Amazon S3. So if you have Amazon S3 and you prefer to use that for storage, what we do here in DigitalOcean Spaces will be very similar to the process in Amazon S3. Now, how do we handle all of this? To process the videos, to convert them from one format to the other, we have to install a package on our local systems called FFmpeg. This is a very popular open source library that is used for video conversion. It is not only used for converting videos on the web. It's a general purpose video manipulation library which you can just download and install on Windows, on Mac, on Linux. So we are going to be installing FFmpeg, and there is an adapter package in Laravel that allows us to use this package and integrate video processing into our projects very easily using FFmpeg as the processing driver. Then, of course, as I mentioned, we will be storing our videos in DigitalOcean Spaces. And for chunk uploads, in the back end, there is a nice Laravel package that I'm going to introduce you to that we will use, and it makes it really easy for us to get the chunked files from the client, combine them into a single video in the back end, and then send them for further processing. So this is the overall architecture that we are going to follow in terms of creating and manipulating our videos. Later on, when we talk about processing videos, we will introduce WebSockets where we are able to actually broadcast the processing percentage for the videos to the users in the front end. And on the client side, they can see how much of their video has been processed, or if the process failed, they can also see it in real time that the process failed, that we're unable to process the video. Okay, so we are going to go through this architecture in tiny little steps, but all together, I hope that what we get here will make sense at the end.